Peace, peace. Welcome back to my channel, everybody. Goddess Nautical. So I wanted to touch on something today. And sometimes when I'm moving throughout the day, I get random downloads. And I never try to be selfish. I definitely try to share information because I know it's not just for myself. But we have this saying, hurt people, right? And I feel like we've become too comfortable with that saying. I feel like we've become too comfortable to the point where we don't take responsibility for us hurting other people. That should not be accepted. You know, there's no one on this planet that is here without any type of pain, trauma, abandonment, pain from family, spouse, whatever. We all have some level of hurt, pain, disloyalty, sickness that we go through, but sometimes we become comfortable in feeling comfortable hurting other people. So that saying, what hurt people, is something that I feel like we've become too comfortable, because when we do hurt other people, we give ourselves an excuse. We are smart enough to know, okay, well, my dad did this, so this is why I don't trust men. Or my mom did this is why I don't deal with women. So when you are verbally and consciously saying this, that lets the universe know that you are taking responsibility. Not only are you taking responsibility, but you also know where some of your dysfunction might come from. So instead of you learning from it, we'll use that as an excuse. Well, I don't trust men because I seen this happen with my mother and my father. Instead of trying to learn from their mistakes and be a better version of what they showed you, not only for your children, but just for your future relationships or your future spouse. We will use that as an excuse. And excuses only sound good to the person that is saying them. So we need to take more responsibility, because again, when you are verbally saying out loud, this is why I do this, or this is why first of all, you're already kind of putting that negative energy and that negative perspective around you, but you are admitting that you understand where your issues are coming from. Now you must learn how to deal with them. Now you must learn how to correct something. But I notice that we just have become comfortable in our sorrow. We're comfortable in our pain. We make excuses. Well, I can't do this. Money is made every single day. It's your responsibility to go out and get it. I don't care if it's pesos, if you're in America, if you're in China, money is printed every single day. And if it's not flowing to you, it's a reason why. But we'll make an excuse. Well, I don't know how to do this, or I don't speak the language. But it's only an excuse. An excuse sounds good to yourself. So when we make excuses, it allows us to fall back into routine. It allows us to fall back into our trauma and blaming mom and dad. Mom and dad did what they could with what they had. It doesn't make it right or wrong, but that's just what it is. So you can either learn from their mistakes, learn from the good that they did, and move on with your life and pass on wherever you want to pass on, not just to your children, but just people that are around you, because we're always leaving seeds. We're always leaving information for other people, regardless if you realize that or not. So we need to get out of that comfort of feeling sorry for ourselves. We need to get out that comfort of blaming mom and dad. Yes, my dad wasn't around. He was an alcoholic. He was disrespectful. He was this and that. Yeah, my mom did this and that. She didn't have the tools or the education to even help me with certain things. But that's an excuse for why you're doing it, because you're aware of it. So we need to stop walking around as adults trying to discipline children when we're not even disciplining ourselves, because we are aware when we're saying it out loud. So that is a tool. Once you are able to figure out where something is coming from, now you can address it. It's just like with a sickness. Once you realize where the pain is coming from, now you can address it. If you know where the pain is coming from and you're just suppressing it with medication and not really taking it serious and not trying to get to the core of it, then it's going to be a problem. It's going to come back again. And rest in peace. But Dr. Africa, he was big on trying to get to the core of things. He doesn't care about your high blood pressure. He wants to know why you have high blood pressure. We don't want to just slap medication on it, because then you're going to be on that medication for the rest of your life. So we need to get to the core of things so we can figure out how to fix it, and not just slap an excuse or a drug or something to cover while we're doing things. And it's sad because we say hurt people, and that is an excuse. I, for myself, am not going to tolerate that with anyone, and I'm not going to tolerate it with myself. I should not be allowed to hurt other people just because I'm hurting. Do we do it? Yes. Sometimes we are doing it subconscious. To subconscious, we're not aware of, oh, maybe I have an attitude today, or maybe I said something snappy to my child because I wasn't feeling well. You know, subconsciously we'll do this. Sometimes when we do it consciously, we're able to come back and apologize for it. But let's not make that an excuse or a routine of being caught in our pain. Being caught in what our mother and father didn't do for us. So now this is why I can't be successful. This is why I can't. No, that we have common sense. I think we have enough common sense to understand what it is we're supposed to be doing, how to fix ourselves. Whether it's a mental, physical, spiritual, there's so much information, there's so much energy rotating 24/7 that we don't reach out and grab the information and energy that's around us. We really stay stuck in the past. And, you know, I'm just at a place where I don't want to be in that frequency anymore. I don't want to be in that type of energy with myself or other people. And, everything that I go through, my conversations and my intuitions always come from something. And again, it's not something that should be held just for myself. So you have a decision to make, first of all, for yourself. Do I want to stay stuck in this pain? Do I want to stay stuck in a frequency and a routine of blaming everyone else for my problems? That is like the most pitiful and sad and low frequency that anybody can be in, when we're just blaming other people instead of just looking at yourself. Blame yourself. We cannot live our lives we can't live our lives carrying everyone's energy and burden of what they've done to us. Once you realize your purpose and how important you are, you'll understand that, okay, yes, my mom was this and my dad was this type of person. Because a lot of us have those issues. We all have the same story. Everything is repetitive. It's just a different layout. It's all the same. My dad did this, my mom did that, and this is why I'm doing this. And everybody's story is going to be different, but it's really the same, because it's like, okay, well, what did you learn from it, or what are you doing from it? So if we could focus more on that, we would be more successful. We would be more productive in what we're doing. But it's like we understand what we're supposed to be doing, but we get caught in that hurt people, so it's okay. I've been hurt, so it's okay. I'm sorry, I've been hurt, so it's okay. But it's not okay. It's not okay for us to participate in that type of energy and frequency, and everything is a choice. So again, I'm just making this video and this upload because it was something that came to me as I'm moving around, of how we just make excuses for the stuff that we've been through. We've been through it, and now we're getting through it. So what did you learn from it? Once you learn the lesson, then you can spread that information to other people. You're going to come across someone that has a similar story, because we're all reflections of each other in some type of way. And somebody can take the information that you got, and it continues that way. So I'm going to end the video, you guys. I just wanted to make this upload really quick, because we need to get out of that energy of being comfortable. We're comfortable of blaming other people for our problems. You're going to carry that for the rest of your life, of blaming your mom and your dad for something that they had an issue or struggle with. But at the same time, you came here through them to learn a lesson. No one has a perfect upbringing. You learn your lessons and you continue. And the more you learn these lessons, the more you kind of move up on this spiritual realm, or this spiritual chart I like to look at. And the more you move up, the more peace you find, the more happiness you find. So let's get out of that hurt people. That's an excuse. It should not be tolerated. It should not be tolerated, and you shouldn't tolerate it. So make sure you guys like, share, subscribe right here. You can click down. It's absolutely free to show love to the channel. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. You're loving yourself. Till next time.